Have you ever given a constructive criticism to someone and they took it in a bad way? And you would have thought, all I'm doing is giving a constructive criticism. Why is it that this person is getting offended? Now you yourself might have gotten offended when somebody else gave you a criticism. But what if you could critique people in a way that they take it positively? What if you could critique in a way that people actually like it? What if you could critique in a way that people look forward to it? Your life would be so much easier, right? So watch this video till the end to know how you can use the simple technique that I'm about to tell you to critique people and make them take it in a positive way. Very recently, I realized that people that I knew, few people very close to me, had been using this technique on me. Now, one person in particular does this very unconsciously. I won't tell who, but whenever I ask for feedback, this person used to give me a feedback or criticism. Now, many times it was corrections, changing that, changing this, or working on something. And for some reason, I felt good about it, or I felt positively about it. Now, on a similar work, somebody else critiqued it, and I got pissed off. The point was, the person who gave me in the first case, the person who gave me criticism and that made me feel good, that person was using this technique, and he was doing it unconsciously. Now, before I come to the technique, let me tell you, it was so powerful that I could not recognize it. It was so powerful that I've seen him use it with other people and they had the same effect. I have used it with different people and they felt so good about it. They took it so positively and it's so amazing. So what you're about to learn is a tested model. So pay attention. Now, how do you use this technique? What is this technique? This technique is called the sandwich technique. How do you use it? First, you say something positive, then you add the criticism, and then you add something positive, another thing positive. For example, hey, you know what? The dress that you're wearing, it suits you, But you know what? With that dress, if you would add a red tie, you would look so much better. There you go. I told you something positive, that the dress suits you well, and then I told you if you add a red tie, it would look even better. Now you might be telling me, okay Abhishek, this is very positive. How do you say negative? How do you say something's not working or something's not right? I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, you gave me, okay, let's say for example, your dress does not suit you well. You wear a black shirt, which goes really bad with, it just doesn't match you. A white shirt would match you better. So let's say it, okay, let's try it. Hey, you know what? The other day when I met you, that white shirt looked amazing. And you know what? I see you in this black shirt. I know that this black shirt, you like black very much. But you know what? It doesn't go as well as white. I have to tell you, when you wore that white, it just matched you. You just had that charm. There you go. Wasn't that so simple? There you go. Now, why does this work? Why does this work so well? It has two simple principles, okay? Two simple principles. The first principle that it uses is the principle of first impression, which means if you have a good first impression, whatever comes after that, you treat it in a more positive way. If you have a negative first impression, anything that comes after that, you tend to take it in a negative way. The second principle it uses is the principle of last impression. Now, what is the principle of last impression? People tend to remember you in a way that you left them feeling. So let's say I spoke to you, and after I said bye, during the ending I made you feel good about yourself or good about something. You just feel good. You are more likely to remember me with that good feeling. if I made you feel bad, even though I had the best first impression, you probably aren't going to remember me for a positive thing. So what you're basically doing is you're starting off in a positive way and ending in a positive way, which means that person will remember you positively and will also take whatever comes after first impression or the first positive thing as a positive thing, which is a critique. Now, before we end this video, one quick warning. Do not only use this technique. Do not only give positive compliments when you're critiquing. Why? I'll tell you a simple logical reason. If you only compliment every time you're going to give a critique, next time when you're going to compliment, the other person will know that there is some critique coming, there's some change, there's some correction coming. That point, they will recognize, they will understand what you're doing. So give out compliments now and then. It just makes you a nice person and it logically makes sense to do it. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you felt like you learned something new, leave a like and subscribe.